is interesting to me because I feel like I still think that's a really, really well-rounded character. Like maybe there's certain matchups in the top tiers that like make it kind of tough. Like maybe there's, like Palutena, Young Link kind of, but I wouldn't call him a top tier. He's high tier for sure. But there's some characters that can see him in trouble, but I still think he's got a well-rounded like matchup chart.
Yeah, I mean he's the closest thing Smash has to a stance character essentially, where you're like, all right, time to switch up the play style. You know, I just hit the switch. Flick.
And then all three of them are just they're so good for their own unique reasons. Charizard, even being like the least of the three, is still pretty solid after the buffs he got from
it's arguable now since Ivysaur's been nerfed so much and Charizard's been buffed so much, especially on Wi-Fi, and like being able to be a heavy only when you need to get the kill, that's pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
If Charizard had to fight his own battles, it wouldn't be nearly as good. But right now he's at 100, and that's like the part where Charizard's scariest, right?
I actually love that switch right there because he's like, hey, we're at the ledge. I bet I can cover the ledge even better as Charizard because now, you have to worry about F-tilt, you have to worry about back air, and you
thrower. F-Smash 2. Doorstop actually showed me how F-Smash 2 frames, and it has invincibility. I'm like, what? Why?
What? Like his head?
Yeah. Well, his whole body is invincible during the hitbox range.
Ew, why? Anyway, stop to Ned.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Wait, he's going for F-Smash? This is your one time to max charge Flare Blade and you don't do it? Come on, man.
You wanted to stop. I
guess he didn't want to take that 10% recoil damage, but come on.
You know what it is though? You can also keep the momentum going faster too. Like if you kill them faster after a shield break and they come down, they're thinking about a shield break longer than the 10 seconds they have.
So it's a psychological thing. I think there's more psychological damage just sitting there charging a Flare Blade for 5 seconds and destroying you.
I don't know. It depends. It depends on the player. Like when that stuff happens to me, I just like, all right, let me calm down and think. Because it's like you can't avoid it. You know what's gonna happen.
Shield breaks your one opportunity to just go ham.
Wow. Ned narrowly avoiding that F smash. Even if it had been Sour Spot with that much charge, it could have been a huge issue.
Probably would have killed, honestly. With all that rage. Roy is tweaking out right there. Yeah, see, being at the how did he live that? Being at the ledge against Roy, like the side B's coming.
Yeah, side B's coming, and there's so many different changes you can make to how it's hitting your shield. It's just unpredictable. And then there's also his jab. There's so many options that Roy has. But again, Ned has really shown us how effective that Charizard up smash really is. Because that's also
I really think Charizard is so slept on, man. He's actually the fastest of the 3 Pokemon, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it because he's so big, but he actually has the best movement stats of the Pokemon, and he's got the fastest up smash in the entire game.
Really?
Yeah, he's like 10th. He's like 10th fastest run speed, and he's got the best air speed too. He just doesn't look like it because he takes up so much space.
He's just so thick you can't see.
Yeah, he's just so thick. You
don't know where he's moved because he's so big. It doesn't look like he moved nowhere.
Yeah. So, and he's also has like the fastest kill moves. He's got that frame 6 up smash, and he's got that buff nair. Like it's crazy.
Speaking of nair, I've seen Ned go for that position a lot where he gets that soft nair and chases you down for a jab block because if he does get a jab block, Flare Blitz covers all of the options you're going to get out of it.
Right, yeah, it's like a giant dash attack sort of thing.
His celebratory 50th win on Elite Smash was with Charizard. It was exactly that setup where he got nair into a jab block into the side B. So it looked like he went for it there. They actually got a dash attack. Either way,
it looked like Flamethrower almost set up Ned to just tee off on Mr. G when he missed the
Ooh. Okay.
Going for down tilt instead of a big F smash punish.
This is one of those things where like he could go, he could risk it all with side B, but Ned is like, I don't really need to. He's just going to continue to kind of keep spacing with back air and neutral air if he gets in a little closer. But it's definitely starting to get close here.
And it looks like Ned is one of the few Pokemon trainers I've seen that realizes just how much free damage you can get off a Flamethrower at ledge. Boom!
There it is, the back air. And what's interesting here is that he's been conditioned to not touch his shield because he lost the first 2 stops from hitting his shield and catching that up smash. So he played around it accordingly. He did what he should have done in response to that, but he still ended up catching that sweet spot back air.
So with the fire poker, the down tilts, stuff like that, and he was keeping his distance. But honestly, if you give Charizard that much distance, he's just gonna beat you out.
So it's one of those things where it's like you kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. But really, that just came down to really solid conditioning from Ned, because now Mr. G is like, all right, I need to find the range that I want to play this from.
Right, and when you're playing Roy, you don't really want to be at max range of your sword because you're never going to get anything accomplished with that. Maybe some tech chases and stuff like that, but you're never going to get a kill outright.
Right. Also, it did seem like he played most of that match as Charizard, who, without thinking about it at first glance, seemed like the scariest person to have to fight. Is Roy, just because he's such combo food.
Yeah,
but
you're always in his sweet spot range.
His spacing was just so on point that like it worked out well for him.
Yeah, the flamethrowers were good. The back airs were always spaced. The forward airs were perfectly placed, and it looks like Ned basically uses Squirtle long enough to get a combo going, and then he elects to choose something a little bit less dangerous, a little bit less glass cannon.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah.
That was brutal, man. He's just a turtle.
I know that hurt. I know Ned physically felt that from his house.
Like Roy really just swings the down air like he's chopping a tree. Like
he did. This was a different rated game. That would have been death. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness. Ned jumping out of that instead of air dodging. Mr. G was fiending for the panic air dodge.
Yeah, Ned needed to switch off from Squirtle immediately. He was just like,
yeah, the Pokemon trainer's like, get out of there, Squirtle. You're in over your head, man. Literally.
Get some Neosporin, buddy.
Hit the showers.
Despite that, still pretty even. Mr. G, again, is really trying to force Ned into these tech situations, but he just keeps being a little bit above the ground and not having to deal with, those tech chase situations.
Yeah, and I really think maybe Ned likes the Charizard so much because of that extra jump. It's a little bit harder to catch his landing. You can bait it out a little bit more. And
why is that too brave? Why?
Everything Charizard does kills at ledge. I just don't understand.
Why?
And then it looks like you just saw his tail get clipped by the forward air behind him.
Yeah, I mean, like, taste of his own medicine there. My
goofy character. Man, look at Ned's ledge movement, man. And I thought that was a get-up attack. It was actually a drop-down forward air. He's so quick with it. Unfortunately, Charizard's big, slow fall speed, getting him flipped with the up air way up top. And we're back to where we were at the beginning.
Mr. G definitely staying resilient, but these Squirtle combos are about to make things a lot harder if he's not careful. Oh, okay, that right there. Squirtle F tilt or down tilt. I don't care which one. It doesn't matter which one.
It's F tilt. Online, it's going to be a little bit rough as soon as he starts going into tumble from these.
Untackable. Untackable.
Untackable, you said.
Untackable.
All right. We'll see if he techs it once he starts going into tumble.
I'll give him $1 for every one of these he techs. On God. I will pay
All right. You heard it first, chat. Whoa. Not if Ned has anything to say about it. He's going to end the game before anything like that happens.
Nice. Good coverage with the neutral B, trying to bait out the Pokemon switch, but he was still just a little bit too high for it to actually come to fruition like he wanted.
Why does he do that right there? The drop down Vine Whip. Everybody gets hit by that. It's one a game. It's attacks. Gets hit with the double edge dance, the hit that matters, the last hit, taking him out. And it's a lot more even of a game than it was last time, I have to say.
For sure. And if he can get something going with these low percents, he can do a lot. But immediately he switched out to Squirtle. Just so much more mobile. I love how good he is about like just recognizing the percents that Roy would like shine the most at and then making it harder. Like,
yeah, and it looks like he keeps him on his toes. Like yeah, Squirtle isn't necessarily the best choice at 90%. But you know what? He's not used to him yet.
I owe him $1.
Yeah, you owe him $1. Get your Venmo. Open your purse.
Open your purse.
But it's weird that he's sticking with Squirtle at these high percents.
My favorite thing about that move, TCMK tweeted, Ivysaur F Smash is a projectile. Changed my mind. Honestly,
he's his own projectile. And look
honestly,
at this flamethrower, free damage every time. Boom, back air to take the game again.
Another back air going to clean things up for Ned.
It covers so much space.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but he's honestly just kind of outranging him with both Ivysaur and Charizard, and when he is Squirtle, he's just outmaneuvering him. So it's not one of those things where I don't think this is impossible for Roy by any means, but Ned's spacing has just been super duper clean lately.
Yeah, and I think he realizes that Roy is linear. He goes in. He's a battering ram. So if you can just sort of stay out of range and keep running away from him while doing your damage, Roy's not really going to get anything started.
Yeah. And even in the traps that he was in, like there was a low percent jab. I'm like, all right, this could lead to a whole bunch, but he just switched.
He has the Pokemon switch that most people just have to air dodge through.
Yeah, exactly.
He has that pseudo air dodge. He doesn't have to deal with it. Thank goodness for Pokemon Trainer and the Pokemon switch mechanic. And he loves starting that dash attack into up tilt to start his combos. It's different than most Squirtles I've seen.
Oh yeah, I saw Doorstop tweeting some stuff about like how good Squirtle up tilt actually is, and nobody really talks about it. I saw some concerns like go from up tilt to up B in like a certain window. Oh, $2. Look. Well.
And it looks like you saw Ned was charging a down smash basically right from there, just because he figured he was going to attack and roll in. Unfortunately, he didn't. Oh my goodness! Swinging for the fences. Squirtle is way too light to be messing around with stuff like that. Also, and I'm wondering, all these uppies, I'm thinking, is like a water gun gimp gonna come or what? Like, is he just gonna blast them off the stage with it once he does the uppie?
He went for it in the second game, but it wasn't at a spacing that would have like really mattered. Also, Squirtle might have been short enough to avoid Roy falling up air, which is a criminally slept on move. Landing up air is crazy good from Roy.
That's his up air, back air. It's in everything. It's his nair. Like it served the purpose that most other nairs do. Where you just want to cover that max amount of space and get stuff started. Wow. I gotta give it to Mr. G, man. He swings for the fences.
Yes.
He throws out the big moves.
Like the difference here it's not Mr. G's decision making. He's making great choices. You know, he's got great tech reads. Like he's playing really, really well, but he's just consistently being outspaced, and it's just causing this gap to just widen little by little over time.
The choices are there. The execution's there. Just the spacing is not. Oh, hang on. Going for forward air instead of the raw back air.
Like, he is by no means being ran all over or anything like that. And great cleanup with that running F2. That was very nice.
Ned got a little too cute with the ledge play there. Let's see. But now we're at low percent for Squirtle again. It looks like it's a free 50% most of the time this scenario occurs.
Mm-hmm. You see Mr. G kind of, trying to slow it down and trying to, like, create...
Don't let this turtle touch me.
Look at that. That's so much damage. That was like 60%.
And he's not slowing down. He's keeping on the pressure. Like, I don't need Ivysaur. I'm just going to keep this going.
Right, and he's still at 0, and he's still... You see him even ducking a little bit. He's still got such
I didn't realize Squirtle has a decent duck.
Yeah. He's pretty tiny when he gets down there. That Nair hit through the platform. That is incredible.
He's got a big tail, man.
Moment of truth. Okay. Oh, I thought he was going to counter that or something.
That was the first time we've ever seen a Flare Blitz. If he counters it, I don't think it's actually going to do that much because Flare Blitz is 2 hits.
Mr. G played that amazingly and brought this back completely from the deficit that he was at. But he just didn't get close enough to get, like, the sweet spot or even, like, the middle kind of range of that sword to confirm from that jab lock that he got earlier. But he still got himself a lead.
Yeah, the first lead actually.
Kind of fighting Ghost right now, but I mean that's just a Roy thing. It's just what you do.
This is the first time we've seen Roy with a lead, and what Roy does with a lead is he swats away, like, get away from me.
Yeah, that's what he does.
I don't need this blue turtle coming in and getting me. He might actually just kill himself there. Oh my goodness!
Whoa!
What was that uppie? Whoa!
Big decision. Trying to get a jump read. Fortunately for Ned, Mr. G wasn't able to capitalize off it. He definitely could have got something wild if he was aware that was going to happen.
That was Is that 2-frame too? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I imagine F-So 2-frame.
He's being a little bit obvious with these Charizard back air placements. He's gonna have to find something a little bit.
Air dodge.
Oh, hang on to that ledge a little too long. Catch the Earthquake. Super effective on fire types. Yep, I did it. Every commentator does it.
Yep, sure did. Anyway, yeah, yet another move that Charizard has to just wreck you at the ledge. Trying to get the roll-in read with that down air. That could have been nice. Could have led to an up smash.
That was a nice little what was it? Jab block. There we go.
Yes. Very nice. Clean play from Mr. G. Trying to get an air dodge bait or even a switch bait.
Man, can Charizard get back on the ground? Mr. G says no.
And then just got to be patient. Wait out for the side B. Good spacing for Mr. G so we can react to it. He's playing this perfectly. Try not to give Ned any space. He can't afford to switch off at these percent.
Whoa! Down air. Okay, he's trying to get a little spike thing started going for himself.
Whoa! Okay. Not sure if that was
staying alive.
Good pressure trying to 2-frame with the neutral B. Just giving Ned some extra stress while he's out there. Is that harrowing for
smelling a Flare Blitz, my guy.
Yeah. He's giving him all the space to be able to react to Flare Blitz if it does come through. Not able to secure this stock just yet, though. Soft spot on the neutral air also.
Do it, man. Do it, man. Look at all the buttons he's pressing, man. Just do it. Just Flare Blitz right through it, man. Use that armor.
So desperate. And now he's starting to see his shield. And hitting his shield is so scary because up smash out of shield can do it.
That was so... The fact that actually almost worked. Like, he had to armor... He still got the kill with it? Not quite.
Still alive. Still trying. so hard. And another 2-frame from Charizard. Every move, 2 frames. Net clutches that out at 209%, just not giving Mr. G any room to clutch that out. Man,
you know Ned was hearing the boo-doo, boo-doo, boo-doo.
Oh, for sure, yeah. No potions, no nothing, no berries, no leftovers, just struggling out there. But he stayed. Wow. He just lived on for so long, and Mr. G was just consistently getting the soft spot of the sword.
That's the thing. He was back airing at such a way that if I hit the back air, boom, sweet spot, you dead. If you hit my tail with the back air, sour spot, I'm good.
Yes, and it paid off because he just lived for so long. I know that's one of those sets where it feels so heartbreaking because Mr. G, he played really well. He fought so hard. He made really good decisions. But just
all they're going to see on the bracket is 3-0. They're not going to say 3-0. Also, I did 500% that game.
I know. That's why I think it's heartbreaking. But just a little bit of microspacing could have done that for him. But it is what it is. I think we're going to have Sharp and Cola coming in now, if I'm correct. Just to keep you guys updated right now, Epic Gabriel is currently up 2-1 over Raph. So he's definitely having himself a good tournament. Maybe Raph turns
those games are taking a while, yeah.
Well, that's how that goes.
Making them work for it.
Looks like we're gonna have Cola versus Sharp. We've also got in the wings. You got Armada. This is Best Nest versus Mr. E. That could be another great match right there. This bracket is looking good. Let's take a peek at the losers. Let's see what's going on in losers. So Kirby Kid's in losers, which is actually surprising. But right now he's making a tear. He's won over Regalo and X-Storm. So unfortunately, X-Storm's time is going to be up here. Right now, Kirby Kid is up 1-0 against Bobby Wasabi. This is another player Kirby Kid is another player you consistently will see in the top 8. Very much pushing the K-Roll meta, especially on Wi-Fi. So shout outs to him. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, Mabel had to DQ. That's unfortunate. So
yeah, I was hoping to look at some Doc gameplay.
Yeah. That's a shame. I was very excited seeing that person play. But I mean, it is what it is. Life happens. But let's see. So Myron is fighting against Kiarash, which is Luigi. We've got let's see, Skittles and Infizy are at 1-1. Colonies 1-0 so far over Frost. A lot of good matches happening here. But yeah, we're gonna get to see King Cola. If there was a Wi-Fi PGR, this is undoubtedly in somebody's top.
There is a Wi-Fi PGR.
There's a Wi-Fi PGR that we were super into. I don't know.
It was a Wi-Fi if he's not Warriors PGR, and to be fair, Cola is not just a Wi-Fi player.
No,
he was playing offline before the happening.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing: is Cola gonna go Roy or Cloud?
Well, that's the thing. Sharp plays so many characters. Who knows?
Right. I'm just like, what's his best foot forward?
Sharp plays 30 people at a very high level, which is not a skill that a lot of people